Council.
What we are demanding today is a binding ballot on Cressingham. We've been asking for this for 5 years. Labour policy now requires a binding ballot, but Lambeth Council, a Labour council, refuses to give its residents a binding ballot.
When my home is demolished, we will not be able to live with the same rent, increase of 25% in rent.
On Cressingham Gardens, many of the residents are disabled people. We are the same, and we have the same interests. We need the same things. We need decent homes, we need secure tenancies, we need strong communities built by ourselves that are held together by ourselves, not by people from outside telling us what to do and how to run our lives.
In Vauxhall they're building 30 to 40 tower blocks for the wealthy and for the rich, and for the American embassy going in there as well. And there's nothing being built for the working class community of Vauxhall. And we've had no consultation, no say whatsoever. So the demand of Cressingham Garden for a ballot is absolutely critical, not just on Cressingham, but every single working class estate and community in this borough.
If you walk up the road there, you'll see the Notting Hill Housing Trust is talking about you could go and get one of their houses, or what do they call it, contemporary apartments, if you earn under 90,000. Well, 90,000, I'm not sure many of us here earn 90,000, do we? Those are the kind of people the Lambeth Council, which is supposed to be a Labour council, are encouraging.
As a single parent, I am proud. With 3 graduates in my household, when they get a job, they cannot afford to move in and live locally. What? They've got to be earning more and more. And being an ethnic minority, they cannot get the job to earn to live in a place they love. Lambert said, we are doing it for the ethnic minority. We are doing it for the local people. We want to make your home warm. Guess what? Your home is damp. I've heard all these excuses before. They really make me laugh. They make me really laugh. Have you heard something about you all should be grateful? Who is grateful if your home is to be demolished? Who is grateful if you cannot afford to pay your rent? Who is grateful to know that austerity is going on and on? What am I grateful for? I'm grateful being black and living in Lambeth and I'm poor.
They have chosen over and over and over and over again to make ideological decisions such as spending more money to close libraries, do shady deals with GLL to put gyms in libraries that nobody wants, that people can't afford to use. So it's not really good enough to say that the government is making them make these cuts because of austerity. It's time to stand up against austerity.
We have 700,000 plus empty homes in England and Wales alone. A couple of years ago, estate after estate was being occupied. The Carpenter's estate in Stratford, when 40 families were put back on that estate because we occupied it for 2 weeks and run it as a social centre. The example of the Aylesbury estate occupations.
We still have council housing in our borough, but we have a council that's intent on demolishing our homes. The Aylesbury Leaseholders Action Group has been fighting the council's attempt to compulsory purchase their homes. In an extremely unusual move, the inspector of the compulsory purchase order ruled against the council. So the council are coming for a second bite of the cherry. And on the 9th of January, there will be an unprecedented 3-week compulsory purchase order hearing.
What we actually have is a triangle of evil operating in London now. We have councils, we have housing associations, so-called, and we have developers. The councils do deals with the housing associations, like on the Aylesbury estate, and shove people into those, and thereby take away their rights from secure council tenancies to assured tenancies.
Then the developers turn up and people are shoveled out of London in deals with developers. And hundreds of thousands of families have been shoveled out of London using this triangle of evil.
We have something going on in Haringey called the Haringey Development Vehicle. The council is proposing to set up a private company with a multinational organisation called Lend-Lease and put £2 billion worth of council assets into this company. Lend-Lease will borrow money against the company and use that as their contribution. Apparently we've purged the Labour Party of their Blairite zombies in Haringey. We haven't purged anyone. The people of Haringey have got rid of scumbags who run the council. That's what's happened in Haringey. It's the ordinary people of Haringey have risen up and shown what they think of social cleansing.
I think it was Einstein said that if you do the same thing continuously and you expect a different result, it's called insanity. So for all you people out there that went out and voted for Labour and expected to get something different because you had Jeremy Corbyn in control, you crazy. Because down here, you have the most anti-Corbyn group of Labourites probably in the country.
The idea of getting people together in the next few months to seriously look at standing genuine working class candidates who represent their communities as it challenges people.
I've always voted Labour all my life. But please think who you are voting for. You will be voting